Hi, my name is Steve Carrigg. I'm a financial advisor with Liquid Capital in Norwell, Massachusetts. Today, I'm going to talk to you about assets. What is an asset? You probably hear it all the time, whether it be in TV, on the news, talking with people. They talk about their assets or any sort of liabilities and debt. But really, what is an asset? You're curious. There's kind of a lot to it. Hopefully, by the end of this, I can help explain it to you a little bit. So, kind of in the more specific definition of it, an asset is really any resource with economic value that is expected to provide a future benefit. Kind of a complicated definition. In its simplest form, it's any item that you can convert to cash at some point in time, or it's already cash. What are a few examples of assets? So, that could be things like your car, your home, computer, your iPhone, jewelry. These are all assets. You own them. Assets are really half of the net worth formula. Net worth is assets minus liabilities, so clearly this is a pretty important aspect of it. So kind of what goes into assets? What makes them assets, and what are the different classifications? So first, current assets. These are your most common assets, things that you're going to use every single day, touch, feel, be able to have access to pretty much as quickly as you need it. These can include things like cash or stocks, mutual funds, anything that if you need it, you can have it relatively quickly. These aren't things that you're going to have to broker and wait 30 to 90 days to have access to. That's really what makes it a current asset. There's a bunch more things, but really the most common that you'll see is going to be cash, any sort of investment account like stocks and bonds, mutual funds. That's really what the simplest form is. After that, we're going to look at fixed assets. So fixed assets, when I think of fixed, I think of long-term, not a lot of movement in it. So that's really what they are. Think of things like your home, your car, any sort of land you own or equipment. Things like that are what make up fixed assets. In order to sell that, you really have to find a buyer. Sometimes it's going to take a lot of time, and then the whole selling process can take a lot of time too. Think about selling your home. You put it on the market, it's going to take a few days. You use a realtor, and there's going to be fees involved. It's going to be a lot harder to get it. If you need access to cash, you open up your bank account, and you can just have access to it. So there's really the main difference between current assets and fixed assets. To pivot a little bit into something that's a little more complicated, we're going to look at intangible assets. Intangible assets are things that have no physical backing to them. It's really just kind of, oftentimes it's a piece of paper. So things like that are like patents. So you'll see a lot of companies have it. If you look at their balance sheet, so kind of the company's net worth statement, you can see a line item for intangibles. So like I said, it's patents. That's the most common one. If there's a technology patent or a process that they do, there is some sort of value that is associated with that. So at the end of the day, why does this all matter? Assets are kind of, you see them every day, you use them every day, but why does it matter? Well, it makes up a huge part of your net worth. Like I said before, it's assets minus liabilities. Assets can do a lot of things. They can provide you another income stream. If you own rental property, for example, you can use assets to help pay off debts. You can use assets to find and buy more assets and grow it. There's kind of endless possibilities with assets. I hope this was really helpful to you. I hope this was a nice, simple understanding and you have a better idea as to what assets are.